Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and today I'm going to do a should you pull video for the upcoming Sherlotta banners. Legitimately for the Fujin banners, I forgot I was doing should you pulls. It didn't even cross my mind, so I never even did one on Fujin. So I'm going to try to be better about it, but I do want to keep doing should you pulls because I think people do like those videos. So the Sherlotta banners coming up, now we're assuming they're going to be unchanged from JP, right? So one banner is going to have Exdeath, Irvine, and Ida on it, and then Sherlotta will be on it as well, but it will not have her BT. It's going to have Exdeath's BT. And then the second banner is going to have Sherlotta with her BT in her full kit, and then Aphmau and Lenna. So first let's talk about this banner here. So we're going to talk about Exdeath, Irvine, and Ida. In my opinion, this is not a banner you should be pulling on for these characters right here. Exdeath and Ida, part of their gimmicks is that they have HP poison in their kits. The big problem with HP poison during the force era is that HP poison won't scale on force time. So you could be at a force time 500% and it will just do the same damage it always did. So there's much better, the thing that was good about HP poison was that it was more off turn damage. But why would you bring stuff that doesn't scale when you could bring Cisne and Freya and Kain, these characters that have off turn that will scale with your force time, right? So for that reason alone, they honestly, as cool as characters as they can be, that HP gimmick just doesn't work well for them. It's just a dead mechanic. So that's really, really unfortunate there. Irvine, isn't getting, any updates or anything here, so he's not really somebody you should be considering here either. The only thing with Ida is you can do that nasty Ida-Roth combo, which I still, to this day, haven't done because I've never gotten her LD. And I still don't think I will because I don't think I'm going to pull on this banner myself. Because I don't know if I have Exdeath's BT or not. But to me, it's not worth going for. Once again, Exdeath's whole deal, it is gravity, which is very cool. He does a lot of gravity. All of his stuff is gravity. I actually don't think he does any brave damage at all. I think he's pretty much all gravity. Which is kind of cool, right? But yeah, the HP poison just isn't worth it. So in my opinion, you should stay away from this banner. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the next banner here, which is Sherlotta, Aphmau, and Lenna. Now, to me, this banner has a lot of value, and this is a banner I am going to recommend people pull on. Aphmau, the thing with Aphmau, if you're not familiar with her, she's a really interesting character that can allow, she basically will enable other party members. So basically, she can kind of tag up with a different party member, and she makes it so that their turns will always follow up her. So she works really well with characters you want to abuse. The big thing back in the day was you would combo her with Sid Reigns, so you could constantly launch and do a bunch of stuff there, right? Another combo you could do with her is you could pair her with somebody really slow like Sync. So Sync does pretty good damage if you max her out, really good damage actually, but she's very slow, she delays herself. Well, if you do Aphmau with Sync, you can get Sync a ton of turns, right? So she's really good at if you want to enable another character to steal a bunch of turns and do a lot of shenanigans that way. There are a lot of possibilities with Aphmau for team building, so she is kind of a cool creative character. Now, Lenna here isn't getting any new updates or anything, but Lenna is actually a very good support character if you don't have her. The big thing is she allows your party to have debuff immunity, which can be really good against certain nasty bosses. So Lenna, I think, is a very good character to have as well. Obviously, the price here is Sherlotta, and that's what you should be pulling for. The thing that makes Sherlotta crazy is, for me, you guys, if you watch my channel, you've seen me use a lot of Penelo on my channel. And the main draw with Penelo is she has a lot of skill uses of force charging moves. Well, Sherlotta is going to be the same way. She has her 15 and 35, I believe, are both instant turns. If not, it might just be her 15, but she's got a lot of instant turn, force charging, non-damaging moves that will get your gauge up. But she's also a burst character and has an FR, so she's got a lot more power behind her, and she does a ton of battery. The big thing, and I'll do a guide on Sherlotta, but the big thing with her burst that makes her burst so busted is that it just enables the party to have a ton of battery after every action, which you can combo this insanely with launching during a force time and always having insane battery, right? So she's going to be very, very ridiculous there. Very, very cool. I'll talk more about her. Her force effect isn't, her force effect is really good, but her BT is actually the main thing. So if you get Sherlotta full kit with no FR, but you have the BT, that's definitely worth it. Definitely go for that. You don't have to have her force, but her force is pretty decent. So basically her force time is using a transformed HP attack, which a lot of characters do, and then also getting battery. Well, if you have her BT effect up, you can be using any character with a transformed BT attack or HP attack, and then they're going to be getting batteried through the BT no matter what. So then you're going to be getting the max. So she has a very easy force to activate. So she's a very good flexible character. And because she's really, like, she has gravity in her kit, she does a ton of brave gaining. She does a ton of damage based on party max brave. All that crazy stuff. She fits into any team comp. Her force is very flexible. Can be used with a ton of characters that have transform HP attacks. Like, what I'm going to try with Sherlotta is I'm going to try Sherlotta's force time with Machina, because what'll happen is if I have her burst effect up, and I go into her force time, I can use Machina's burst phase, and all he's going to be doing is Furious Blade's burst, which is a transform HP attack, and he's going to be getting tons of battery, and then I can pair that up with launching. I think it's going to be very similar numbers to like what you can do during a cam setup, right? So I think it's going to be very, very good. I'm very, very excited for Sherlotta, especially for those of you maybe that started watching my videos after Pinello came out and you're like trying to look for a replacement. Like, Sherlotta is a great replacement if you like kind of regret not getting Pinello. Now you can get Sherlotta and you can have a really insane force charging character that's also battering, has a really good burst effect, really good force effect. So anyways, guys, there you go. That is my thoughts. I do think you should pull on this Sherlotta side here, and I think you should not pull on the Exdeath side. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.